don't have a mic on. Put this down. Okay. Hi, you guys. Sup, losers? Hi. All right, obligatory. Tell me if the mic's okay. Hi, Leroy. This wasn't directed towards you. It has nothing to do with you. Hi, you guys. Okay, I need to pop out my chat. Let's go to live chat. Pop out chat. Thank you. You guys, I drugged myself with the Benadryl today. So, yeah, I'm gonna go live until like somebody's like, "Oh, Mike's live." Mike, what's that guy's name? That idiot? We know who he is, right? Hey, Robin, Mac. When Mac goes live, I'll dip out. That way, we're not competing. Hi, dinosaur. Lisa. 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 Oh, hey, Mac. I know who you are, and I remember your name. It's fine. We're friends. We're friends. Why aren't you going live today? It's Wednesday, loser. Hi, Jacques. Jackie. It's Jackie, but what if it was Jacques? Rave Against the Machine, you did it, babe. You made it, and I love you. Brenda, how's it going? I'm waiting for Jill, who sent me something. Now, Jill, who sent me something's last name is different on this. Hi, Steve. How are you, sweetheart? Is different on this than it is on her actual last name, but I got mail. Storms and flooring. Okay, well, that happens. I'm sorry, babe. Um, what's with you? Because your voice was so deep when you did it. When you were giving me your example, you were like, Lisa. I was like, what are we doing here? Like, you got me. I was super attracted to you. I was like, yes, there we go. There's that base I look for. But I felt like you were doing that. Hi from Italy. Mac is not going live today. Did you make an announcement, babe? Um I'm so fuzzy. I had like 2 naps. I woke up at 5 with just everything pouring out of my face. Hi, 5, whichever one you are. It doesn't matter because I like neither of you. Such a funny video though. Good work there. Um, Deep Alicia, it was yeah, it was you might be half dude. Okay, so I woke up at 5 and just it was ugh, um it was hilarious and awkward. They did such a good job. And then Mac, like yours was so weird because I was like, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. And then I just kept being like, okay, it's a little bit. Oh my God. Oh, sweet Jesus. That's terrible. Like it was crazy. Hey guys. So I took the no, I got up and I made coffee at 5 and I just blew my nose 40,000 times and took a Claritin. And then I tried showering at 7 and then I ended up buckling and I took the Benadryl even though I knew it was going to ruin my life. And then I had nightmares. You guys, I didn't have one, you butthole. That was just a regular video. And then you guys, this is so awkward. Um I had a dream, like, I inadvertently, like, uploaded let's think Paris Hilton, Kim Kardashian, how they got famous style video to you guys. And I was like, "What kind of video is up?" And I, like, tried to take it down, but 89 of you saw that sort of tape of mine, and I was like, "How did that even get on YouTube? Like, how is this happening?" And, I just got flooded by, like, bots who wanted to also talk about my feet, and it was just such a terrible nightmare, and I couldn't go back to sleep after that. I couldn't go back to sleep and be like, I need to, like, get up and verify that I didn't accidentally flip YouTube to OnlyFans, and it was horrifying. Why am I on top chat again, this stupid piece of crap? Live chat. Oh, it was not 69. That would have been funnier. Um Crystal, you're the best mod. The worst actual human, but a really good mod. Thanks, babe. Yeah, the Fifes video was so good. Mm. It was like very clever and well done. So thank you. That's just my skin. I have mascara on, so you guys didn't think that I had, like, I don't know. What's something really terrible? Diphtheria comes to mind, but I don't want that one. I want, like, the Black Plague, the bubonic plague. I just wanted you guys to not think I was the sneak vape was so funny. You think it was the peel? That was a while ago though, Pam. Yeah, I was a sick Victorian child, so I put mascara on so you guys would be like, "Oh, maybe she's not dying." I do have lotion on, if that makes you feel better, rave, and my tattoo on point. When I started YouTube, I was like, "I will never go on YouTube without makeup on," and now I'm like, "These idiots, I'm not making myself wash my face later because these guys are here." I really wanna open my mail, but Jill's not here. Danielle actually vaped. I was wondering where it came from, but I knew one of you guys, like, smoked or vaped. It was so funny, and I like that it was sponsored by anxiety. That was really good. The TV shopping, that was pretty funny. All right, you guys. Okay, let's just hang out a little bit. And then, do I know the origin story of most nursery rhymes? Like, probably sickness and death and sadness. And like I read somewhere that, the old Brothers Grimm fairy tales, if you do that, it's just like vicious. They're not cute like Disney fairy tales. Like at the end of Cinderella, they gouge out eyes, cut off toes and heels to fit their feet in. Blood goes everywhere. I think birds come and peck out their eyes. But like it's brutal. And I read somewhere that children deeply want this like crazy sense of justice where they're like kids are like, "Yeah, good. Have birds peck out their eyes. Those people were dicks." Like, kids really love that kind, and I was like, "Okay." Like, maybe I'll let my kids know that now, and so we like, I don't know, it made Sonia a little bit crazy. She's like, "All right, then I'm gonna skin them alive." And I'm like, "Oh, step too far." But I love your energy. I love that you're building towards something. Yeah, about the plague or against the queen. But which queen, Steve? Probably Mary, Bloody Mary. But no, they were German. So who was the German queen back then? Not Chris who what was it not? That one queen, she was beloved though. Her name was Christine. I don't know. 5, quit shilling your stupid channel out. No one cares that your new video came out today. Mary was Queen of England. Brothers Grimm were German. Um, you'd rather have my fireballs? My uncle used to read me Grimm stories at bedtime. Edgar Allan Poe too. Explains so much about you, Meg. Okay, the odds of Jill being here, almost nothing. So I know I'm gonna need scissors. I don't have the pull strength that I used to. Ooh. Okay, I got a present. So, do you guys remember that I hate sticking my hands inside my lotion because like the lotion goes under my fingernails and it's a something I don't like having the lotion underneath my nails. Who was the one jealous of her cousin? That would have been Elizabeth who killed Mary Queen of Scots, or it could have been Mary who was kind of plotting to overthrow Elizabeth. But look, ha, look at these little scoopers so I can scoop it out and then shut up, Crystal, you piece of crap. And I love this. She also gave me little mascara wands. I love that. So yeah, I have enough lotion things to lotion my face until I die and then somewhat after. So, thank you so much, Jill, who wrote me a note. Okay, hold on. Let's see if it's anything pervy in here. Yeah, she really likes my butt. She said, "Butt in your gray pants," which I'm wearing so I can never stand up. That's so sweet. She's adorable. Thank you so much. That was weird. Wait, no, I'm not done. Okay, we're fine. Crystal, is not the first time this week. Um, no, shut up. Stop. You're pervert. I'm gonna block you. No, I just got too excited that when I went to say thank you, I kind of inhaled my own spit a little bit. That happens, right? Um, does it kill you to say thanks? That was literally my immune system rebelling. Like it's like when some people eat peanuts, your body tries to kill you. I don't say thank you to peasants. So let's angle you guys up a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. Hi, Kat. How are you, honey? Okay, so that was fun and I was really excited. And I'm really excited to have these so I don't have to stick my. What if I like only painted it on my face too instead of like psh, and then doing it? The gutter man must have walked by. He's not here. He went to work like an idiot. Exotic, you're here. Hi, honey. Keto with Amy. Hi, Keto with Amy. Do you do keto like YouTubies? Keto with Amy? I'm gonna end up calling you Keto instead of Amy, but that's fine. It's fine. You guys are all fine. Oh, low energy. Who sent me the thoughtful gift? Jill, whose last name does not match on the package, and now I cannot pull it to the front of my mind for anything. Um, but thank you, Jill. And I don't want to say her actual last name because that's kind of doxy, I guess. Hi, Miroslava. How are you, sweetheart? I haven't seen you in a little bit. So yeah, okay. Well, I'm tired of carrying the conversation. What do you guys want to talk about? Well, I did not know that the Brothers Grimm were linguists and collected the folklore for that. She did send it to my PO box, Pam. I'm not giving that psycho my home address. Try to move in. I have Mac's home address if anybody wants. Like, that's what I could have posted as a really funny prank for April Fools next year. Next, that would be so funny. Like, hey everyone, go knock on his door. It's fine. Euro trip and the Pope. So you guys, I did ask one of the AI programs to take the equivalent of my road. Wow, hold on, shut up. Everybody shut up. Listen, I tried to do curly hair and then I put it up in the towel and then I fell asleep and nothing good came of that. Look at what is this? This is so tragic. So hold on. Your grandson is his second week of spring break? What the heck? How come he has 2? Or 2 weeks, yeah. Stella, I am at stress level midnight. It is an absolute panic, and I have to take like a rest day. Also, I've been watching a lot of people hike the Appalachian Trail, and I'm like, oh, I could do that. But and they take 0 days where they walk 0 miles. And so this is my zero. I have to take a zero. Um, 6 friendly house moves. That's cute. Okay, so let me check my notes because I really want to tell you guys this. Hi, Veronica from Spain. So, for my road trip, to do something equivalent, hold on, it would look like this. So, Europe people, listening ears, please. It would be similar to me starting in Lisbon, Portugal, moving through Spain, southern France, and into Italy, head north through the Alps, Germany, into Scandinavia, reaching northern Norway, swing east through Finland and into western Russia, Moscow, then head south through Ukraine and end near the Black Sea in Georgia, and then loop back to Lisbon with detours through the Balkan and Central Europe. That would be a kind of equivalent for scope and distance for you guys. Hi, Rose Honor. Hi, Rose Arnold. So, yeah, no, I'm not going near your house. That's insane. I could hike the Appalachia. Hi. Okay, I don't know what the sound the J makes. Is it a ja? Is it Zarija? Hi, is it Zaharija or Zarija? Or is the J like not an aggressive J? Um, so yeah, it is crazy if because I wanted to, I'll do it again in a video, but I wanted to, hi Louise, put it in a scope because a lot of the critiques that Americans hear are clear that person just chose the name just to confuse you. I hate that. Also, Rave Against the Machine, what is your actual name? Do you want to tell me? Or I'll just call you Rave. I don't really care. They murder people now. They murder people everywhere, Ellen. Everywhere. I think somebody got murdered in my town recently. So um the Appalachian Trail's right around the corner from you. You can come give me trail magic then. Hiking portion of it around me once came across a naked hiker. I mean, that's funny. Um, okay, your sister-in-law just cycled the entire length of New Zealand, which is 3,000 kilometers, which is you guys are so tiny. I would do it 10 times, Stella, 9 times, maybe 8. Hold on, because the 864 is throwing me off. So about 8 times. So thank you, Rose. I am so excited. I am planning on doing so much. Um, and my husband was like, okay, he's going to join me in Washington. And I was like, okay, but when are you like getting off of the trip? Where are you flying home? He's like, I was going to do the whole rest of the way with you. I was like, it's going to be like another month. Are you going to take a month off of work? And he's like, wait, what's happening? And so we're just trying to figure out what that is actually going to look like. They murder a lot of people near you too. Canada, Meg, that's just y- you'd have to go up and down the UK quite a number of times. It's so much. Wait, let's figure out what is 10,000 miles in kilometers. 10,000 miles, 2 kilometers. And I might be shy of 10,000. Also, my RV needs a bigger repair than we anticipated. And so I'm very nervous about the parts not getting in time. Good job. Thank you, Lisa. I don't think I put the A enough at the end. Lisa. um, maybe we should send them an actual grown up, Crystal. Who are we sending grown ups to? The cacti in Tucson, Arizona. I will be really close to Tucson. We have to go through Arizona to get to New Mexico. We have to go through New Mexico to get to Arizona. And I need a New Mexico mug. And why am I going to Arizona? Grand Canyon? Because I don't need an Arizona mug. I have a note. Hold on. This is the riveting content, you guys. This is what's engaging 101 of you. I'm amazing. Also sorry. Okay. And I did a calculation where I asked um Grok, which is Elon's chat, his AI, it's just so much better than ChatGPT. It just is. So I like it just is so good. I'm sorry, it's amazing. But I asked it to calculate an average cost of what it would cost if it was just a road trip and we ate out our food because we're in a car in this scenario we're in my Suburban and where exactly I would go, well, in general, where I would go, if we ate out, if we went to hotels, if those hotels had continental breakfast and gas and stuff like that. I was like, "Could you calculate for me how much that would cost so I can do a cost comparison?" This road trip, if I were to do it in a car and have to stay in hotels and have to eat out, like $20,000. That's crazy. So I'm really looking forward to seeing, you're a nerd, Michelle. So I'm really looking forward to seeing, hey, Brett, how much it actually costs when we eat at home and sleep in our RV. The gas mileage isn't fantastic. I'll give you that much. Uh, uh, uh. Starbucks mugs I need. Is this interesting? Doesn't matter. Crazy comparison. It is like it's gonna be crazy. And so, hi Billy. What does an RV cost? It is like a vast spread. You can get them for cheap. You can get them I'm a cult manager. And you can get them there are some that are like several million dollars. I just don't know. I don't know that I would want to spend several million dollars on an RV. My RV, it is $130,000 paid over 1 billion years with a 9,000 billion interest rate that's predatory. Yes, Sue, you know my mugs? Look, today's brought to you by Michigan. Suck it, Michigan. My Starbucks mugs, I collect them where I go and it brings me deep joy. So there are some in every state. 5 I didn't pay it all at once. It's borrowed money. Um, so they come in different states and different locations. Like I have a London one. Shut up, Steve. That was rude. Hold on. Shut up, Steve. There is somebody putting a fence in my backyard. So, and then also different cities. If you're like a big enough city or attraction, they'll have a Starbucks mug. Now, here are the rules. The rules for me is I have to be there to buy it. That's the rule. It's for the mugs, really. Tina, it is like so I did a lot of girl math in my brain for this. It is a very expensive, ridiculous thing to own. It really is. But we don't fly. Yes, Tanis, it's like this whole thing. He got injured and then had to leave town for 2 weeks. So it's getting there. So I girl math this. Um, we we like to travel a ton, right? And flying wasn't really something that we could do during COVID, so I went RV route. And when we travel, it's so hard because I would have to bring very specific food in the coolers and then try to keep it cold in a hotel refrigerator, which is genuine. It just isn't cold. Like they aren't cold. And so then, hi Cindy. So then I would have to we'd have to stay in our hotels, and after driving, I would haul all of the kids in and all of the food and probably Kesha, and, um, it sucked, and it was really hard and stressful, and there were a few times where, like, we were stuck in traffic, and it'd be 2 AM, and everybody's body would hurt, and they'd be crying, and I was like, "I just want an RV." And I I am in a position in life where I can afford the RV. Is it a crazy predatory loan? Yes, and that sucks, and I wish I had read it better. Oh my god. Okay, I'll tell you something in a minute. But I am, like, so gratefully blessed because my dad, I'm, like, basically a nepo baby, but there's nowhere for me to go, like, there's no industry. Um, so like I'm so lucky and I can give this to my kids. And so like if I were to put them in school like a private tuition or anything like that to give them the same experience divided over the years, if you do the math just right, it's basically tuition. Um okay, it's unreasonable and like I'm not recouping this, but I get it. Like and so my kids have been to all of the lower 48. All of them. They just only haven't been to Hawaii and Alaska, that's it. Hi, Jamie, how are you, sweetheart? Um, Beth could Airbnb. I did that. I've done that previously, and it is not fantastic. Um, Hold on one second. What did Max say that was funny? Because I was busy talking about myself. You're so mean. You're such a butthole. My hair doesn't look good. You shut up. Mm. I don't know what flea looks like, but now I'm sad. It's getting worse. It's not getting better. Okay, so um thank you, Paulette. So yeah, oh, 5, you can come borrow it. I don't even have to Airbnb it. Just come over. I'll let you use it. Oh, you probably drive like an idiot on the wrong side of the road. Okay, if you can figure out how to drive on the correct side of the road, come on over, babe. Um, so yeah, so it's just way better and I love having my stuff and for my kids to travel, um, for them to be in their home to decompress, like it's a second home, but in their own space to decompress, it changes everything for them. And also to be able to have our pets, which I'll address in the video, but I will tell you guys, Sammy and Hot Sauce being separated for 2 months is not going to happen. That's not okay for either of them, but it's certainly not okay for Sammy. So he comes and then like it just opened the door for everybody to come. It'll be fine. I have a whole bunch of other stuff. He does have teal walls, Mac. Um, so yeah, what was I saying? Okay, so I was like, "Okay, this effing company that I got it's a terrible loan, and the bank that it got it through, also terrible. All of it's terrible, but I'm not sure where my warranty paperwork is, and so I was calling the RV dealership that I bought it from, and they're out of business, and I think that's great. That is amazing. Mac, they aren't. You have electric blue walls. I know it, you know it, we all know it. We can see it. You're like, "It's teal," but it's not. But it's not. And your floors suck. You wanna camp in your driveway? I do love camping in driveways. Yes, Steve, come camp in my driveway. Um, like yes, so, I think Brett said something about her was it Brett? Hold on. Yes, but Brett, hot sauce is just as obsessed with Sammy. It's insane. Um, they're both so I can't right now, Sue, because, um, RVs tank in value like crazy. I bought it used and even then, but, I have to pay off a good chunk before they will ever you can only refinance an RV for like 80% of the value of the RV, and my loan is above that. So I have to pay down in order to be able to do that. Um, Girl math is coding because of Ada Lovelace. I'm not sure what you mean. Who's Ada? Your son is on the spectrum and can only be on way for vacation for a short time before he breaks down, just wants to be home. Exactly, ACC, but this is our home. So when we come home, it smells the same. You have access to the kitchen with the same food that you always want to eat, peanut butter toast. Your deep love is there. We have Wi-Fi, which is huge. The only thing is like the limited pacing space, but when we are in campgrounds or harvest hosts, she paces outside like crazy. And that's perfect. And we're going to see families, so they will be able to. Ellen, yes, but also, um, I have Apple tags for all of them. So, the Apple Tag, I feel would be better than being microchipped because I can track them and find them in real time and not just hope somebody finds them and chips them. So that and okay, so Hot Sauce has lived in our RV with us for like a month before. He doesn't care to go anywhere. Sweet Potato's been in the RV before. Only Blackberry hasn't, and she could not care less about anything. So, it's I imagine it's going to be totally fine. I just do. My cats are not ones to try to dart anywhere for any purpose because they're fatties, but, everybody's done it before. You'd because anyone with an iPhone can read an AirTag, I'd have to take an animal to the vet to get a chip read. Yes, but we can track what I'm saying is we can see it on our phone and be like, "Oh, okay, let's go in this direction," as opposed to like, just hoping somebody finds her first. Does that make sense? Yeah, so, um, she invented coding before computers were invented. That's amazing. Dare you don't call me queen butthole, you're a queen butthole. Um, oh, okay, thank you, Stella. I was like, "But wait." So that's why I have all of that planned. Yes, and my cats are microchipped. Everybody's microchipped. So yeah, we're doing that. And what else? And I wouldn't be able to do the trip without hot sauce. I just wouldn't. And Sonia is bonded with Blackberry, but not to the extent Mac, shut up. Stop hurting my feelings. I'm really sensitive today. Um, you can make them beep so you can find them if they're hiding. I did not know that exotic. That's amazing. I don't have one. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate you keeping up with my butt lore. I don't know why I said that. Thank you, Crystal. Yeah, 100%. Um, Leroy's so ridiculous. See, yes, maybe I should get more air tags and air tags my kids. Yeah, I'm gonna air tag my kids for sure. Because I was thinking about getting them like Apple Watches, but also no. So, that is funny. You're like, "Who's looking for the cat?" Also, hi, B-Doc. Okay, so here are the mugs that I need from states. Thank you, Sue. Look, Sue, you and I, we're right here. I need New Mexico. I had New Mexico, but I broke New Mexico. It was very sad. I also need Alaska, where I'm not going there. I do need Arizona, it turns out. So that's like 90% of why I'm going to Arizona is for the mug. Connecticut, not happening this trip. Delaware, also not happening this trip. Hawaii, not this trip. Indiana, might could actually happen this trip. Iowa, maybe. Kentucky, yes. Louisiana, yes, but it's like this much Louisiana. I have to be so um I got band that tracks that's waterproof. They can alert if in a bad spot. Is it the radio wave one? Hi, Beth from Beth. Oh, Butterfly, I didn't know your name was Beth. Change it. I am the one only. Yes, these are Starbucks cups, Manda. Illinois, I have. And I already have Pennsylvania. It's really pretty to me. It's green and brown. But those are the stuff you are here have been discontinued. Shut up, cherry blossoms. They haven't. Have the "You Are Here" mugs been discontinued? I swear to God, I will just leave this live. This is February 2022. Okay, hold on. They haven't been discontinued. Shut up. Okay. No, I already checked. Lise, what are you saying? That they haven't been? Lexi's in a bad mood, send hugs. Lexi, no, babe. It was both first. So no, you're dead to me. You are dead to me. You are henceforth Liz. Um, Tell Lizbeth she's dumb. Lexi. Hi, sweetheart. Um, there's always eBay, but no, I have to get it there. No, he didn't, Steve. It like downpour that clean with me ASMR one. That was the day he was supposed to be installing it. It just poured. Um, they have ugly discovery ones now. I'd seen those, but they were in tandem and I kept looking at it. There's 2 lines. Yes, Manda, there are 2 lines. So I've seen those too, and they're just a little bit more bold. And I remember panic Googling it before. Um, so I think they're still going because they're so popular though. And you know where you find them the easiest is not actual Starbuckses, Starbucks I, if you will, but inside the Starbucks inside Targets. They discontinued the old line and got new. That's what Reddit said. Is nature sounds and rain is the best. It was, and I'm not like an ASMR girly, but hey, Linda, how are you? The Jamies are going to reunite. Mac, you're ugly and you have a dumb butt. Nailed it. That'll teach him. I need Kentucky. I will hug you, Steve. Um, I need Louisiana. Okay, so I've been here. Louisiana, it's like this much of Louisiana though. Missouri, I have a Missouri mug. I have a Missouri mug. Montana, I'll be in Montana. Rhode Island, I will not be in Rhode Island. Tennessee, yep. West Virginia, might could. Wisconsin, I am going through Wisconsin. And Wyoming, yes. So I'm from Massachusetts, I'm assuming. And you love my chat. We love you. Um, Hi, Jovi's mom. My channel's amazing. Of course you love it. So I need the KC mug, the Kansas City. You guys have one? I don't think I'm going through Kansas City this time, but I feel like I constantly am. Um, let's see Mac in the gray pants, right? He will have the dumbest butt and he will have to delete all of that footage. He'll be like, no thanks, and then delete an entire video. Ugh. So, hey Melina, you're in here? I didn't you have a Carter? Dang. In my eBay store, if I need to go international, I have to go there, Jamie. Although I did have Starbucks in Kuwait once and it was not very good. Buy backup mugs, right? I do need to. Cause like when I broke the New Mexico one, like I shattered it. And you have a KC mug and a St. Louis mug as well. Missouri has 3 mugs. That's really cool. Jody, Jordan mocking Mac or defend him. You can do both, Jody. It's fine. Mac can't read, so it doesn't matter what you write. You can say anything. Um, yeah, Kat, somebody did just say that, and then we had a whole spiral over it. There aren't any sequins or tassels on them. That's what he needs for his pants. Hi, Robin Hawkins. How are you, sweetie? Robin Hawkins from Wairika. You're waiting for my Leroy mug. I know. Okay, so Amy has a really good Leroy that she drew up, and so I am going to get that. The You Are Here or Been There. I think these are the Been There. These are the Been There series. So we can get Leroy mugs and stickers. I need to do this. Say it sarcastically, and it'll go both ways, right? Um, thanks, Jackie. Yes. The Leroy mug is so cute. Let me show you the drawing that she did. Has mocked up. Where's Oh, I was charging my phone. That's why I don't have the back. You have the California one? I do too, Jamie. You're not special. I'm still mad at Jamie. I'm never gonna forgive Jamie. We hate her. I wonder if I can do this. Hold on. Mm. Gotta have a Beth and Mark mug as well. Mark's trying to steal my thunder. I don't even want to marry him. I do. I do want to marry him. I love him because we've been together for a billion years. Okay, so I have to go into my chats, if you will. Okay, let's see. Sorry, if you guys just give me a second. Look, okay, you're gonna die. It's so cute. Right? That's really cute, right? We can put that on a little muggy moo. It's a Leroy Jenkins. We should do all the animals too. So yeah, then we can do that as like stickers and mugs, and we'll get one that says Feral Community on it. I'm really doing a hand situation. Sorry. Um, We have to get sweet potato because look, sweet potato is my background right now, and what I love about that is that I'm always micro judged. Look at this level of judgment. Sorry, the ring light. Look at that mug. Yes, even beauty, we should. The other day we were talking about our pets, about how we used to have a Rottweiler named Beast, Beast and Beauty. They were brother sister, not lovers. Um, and I was talking about Beast, and then Sonia's like, "Oh, I hope Beauty has found him in heaven and they're playing together." And I was like, I absolutely forgot Beauty died. Like, I totally forgot. Which state has the prettiest mug? Texas has a really nice one, and it's different looking than the others, I feel like. It's got, like, a lot of the names, they're slightly different, right? But they're basically follow along here, but Texas is like a thin cursive. Thank you so much, Allison. Um, I guess the peel did work. I was gonna try for a second peel. Hold on, this eyebrow I've got to fix before Mac has like a situation. It's a potato. Oh my god, that's a really good idea. Hold on. We brush upward. It's so hard to do this backwards. I don't know how beauty YouTubers do anything. Is the Texas mug bigger than the other mugs? No, but that's so funny. Um, okay, so what else were we going to say? Um, which state has the prettiest mug? We talked about that. Turn on memberships challenges to have custom emojis of my cats on there. Jamie, I feel like you need to do memberships. Have something. It would be so good. Um, let's see. Hold on. I'm behind. Thank you, Royal One. Jamie's got socks. Beast and Beauty. Yes. We've had 3 Rottweilers in our lives. The first one was Tinkerbell because I wanted a cute one, to say, like, I wanted a cute name because she was a Rottweiler, and then we got Beast because we were going with Disney theme. Then Tinkerbell passed, and we got Beauty for Beauty and Beast because that was really funny and cute. And then I always wanted a French bulldog to call Gaston, but we didn't. Um, and I was gonna sing him his little Gaston song, but we did have Beauty and Beast, and they were really, really cute. And Beast was the goodest boy. He was so good. Idaho doesn't what? Minnesota does not have the best smog. We're so mad at Minnesota. I think it made me spill coffee on myself. You're a nerd, Ellie. My Ellie Fanta. I do have an Idaho mug. I do have Leroy. He's such a good boy. Um, he's so moppy right now. He needs a haircut. Hi, Lindsay. How are you, sweetheart? Um, yeah, both Kesha and Leroy look pretty bonkers. I know, Lindsay, I looked at that and I was like, 43 minutes. She looks like an Ewok, but when she gets shaved, she's gonna look so ridiculous because she is a chunk on pegs. Sorry, Kesha. She can't hear me. She's sleeping. Um, what's the story on Kesha? So Kesha, I found on it wasn't Craigslist because they didn't have Craigslist up there. It's called bismarckmanlandonline.com, like the whole thing. And I found her when Mark was out of town because he's an idiot and leaves me alone sometimes, which is hilarious. And I found her and I was like, "Can I have that dog?" And she looks so ugly. Let me get you a picture of how ugly she was. It was bad. Why am I just nonstop showing you guys pictures like a proud little mama. Okay, hold on. Library. It's in my favorites. And then I'll show you the best picture ever of me, but it is me breastfeeding. So, caution if you guys need to clutch your pearls, put your pearls on so you can clutch them. Okay, favorites. What is this? Like, what is this? Oop, look at that thing. So, yeah, I was like, I need that for sure. And so, he wasn't there to stop me, so that's how we got Kesha. We got Beauty. He was just at work when we got Beauty, but my sister wife, Devin, who used to, like, nanny my twins, my mom, no, um, she contacted me and she's like, "Have you been on bismarckmandanonline.com?" And I was like, "No." And she goes, "There's a Rottweiler puppy." And ironically, it was a family who had, like, way too many, way too many Rottweilers, and, like, the puppy they had a puppy that got sick, so then they got another puppy to compensate, but then they wanted to keep their sick puppy, so they sold 2nd puppy for me to, like, to recoup, I guess. But anyways, Beauty and Beast shared a dad, which I didn't know, and Mark was at work, and so Devin and I went and got the dog, and it was amazing. Um, and so when he came home, Beast was all really excited, and then, Mark was standing there and Beauty was, like, smelling him getting really excited too. He's like, "What is this?" I was like, "What is what, babe?" And he goes, "What is this?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about." And I just kept acting like I couldn't see Beauty. And so that's how I got Beauty. Okay, let me see. Where's me breastfeeding? It's my profile pic. Like, how do I not have it in here? Here's me. This is not pretty, but this is me pregnant with the twins. Look at how giant I am. OnlyFans, is that you? I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I hit it. I'm sorry. My God, I did not boomer mute you. You boomer muted your own butt. How much did Sammy and Sonia weigh at birth? Okay, so Sammy was giant. She was huge. My massive child. She was 4 pounds, 12 ounces. Sonia, my petite little peanut, she was 4 pounds, 9 ounces. And they lost a decent amount of weight. So they were like 4-ish pounds. I think Sonia dipped under into 3 pounds and some. I know. You could take a newborn onesie and cover them with it. Like, they were so tiny. They were so tiny, but we had the biggest set of twins in the NICU. Like, mine were sumo wrestler, huge beasts. No, not 12, 4, baby. 4 pounds, 12 ounces, 4 pounds, 9 ounces. They were 1 month premature, but I kept going into labor early, so they gave me shots for, their lungs to develop, and that helped significantly, significantly. And then one of the times I went in for premature labor, they took a test. It's called feed your oldest 2 or 9 pounds and 11 ounces, 9 pounds, but they weren't sharing your uterus stuff. Like, there's only so much space. No, I don't have a labor video, Crystal. They were cut out of my tummy. Your daughter weighed 10 pounds. Good Lord. Dwayna, you are dead to me. You you have so much atoning to do. Atonement. Um, so when I went into labor, one of the times towards the very end, they run a test called a fetal fibronectin test. It's a yes, no, it's a positive, negative. She who watches, you're late and weren't contributing to this. She who watches, it should be she who engages. Give me your engagement or give me death. Put that on a flag. Yours were 4 pounds 9 and 3 pounds 11. Oh, Mary, that's so tiny. Um, but the fetal fibronectin test just shows if you have the hormone that is like labor's kind of impending. If it says nothing, it doesn't mean anything. Like, you could still go into labor later that day. But if it says yes, you're probably going to go into labor within a few, like within that day. And maybe she does collect watches. Um, and so you're only 5 pounds, 8 ounces on your own. Like, yeah, like some babies are smaller. Um, but that's when they gave me the steroid shot because they're like, it's any moment now. And I went home and I thought there was amniotic fluid maybe leaking like a little bit, but it could have been pee because everybody pees their pants. And it's fine, you guys. It's fine if you pee your pants. Um, and so I what? I got distracted by peeing my pants. Oh, so I was like, maybe. And so I had Mark pack the hospital bag and she peas and the sneeze peas got me. And so the next morning I was very, very hungry. I had been on bed rest for a while. If I got up and walked too far, I would start having contractions. And so I got up and I was like, I'm really hungry. So I made myself a shake, a breakfast shake. And I love that, Ellie. And it's true, Stella. And I was like, I'm standing, and that takes a lot of effort to get out of bed. So I was standing, I had hoisted myself out. I did typically depend on Mark to hoist me out and to put on my pants, underwear, and shoes because there was no anything happening below my hips. I just couldn't. And I got up after going to the bathroom and I sneezed and I sat down super hard on the toilet and my water exploded. Luckily in the toilet. And it was so convenient. I was so happy that I didn't have to clean it up, that it was just in the toilet. It was amazing. Apparently you cannot hold your pee for hours when you're about to give birth. Like apparently. Um, 7 pounds, 14 ounces, 6 weeks premature and still 7 pounds, you would have had a massive child. It would have been 40, 50 pounds coming out of you. I know, Steve. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Like, I haven't discussed throwing up. We could go around to that. Um, and most labors do not start with water breaking. That's actually kind of rare. Not that I'm like, oh, look at me, I'm so special. I wasn't. I sat down really hard and exploded everything. That wasn't divine intervention. And I really want to see a child born in call. I want to see a baby come out in an intact bag of waters. It's apparently lucky. Laura, that's amazing. And she got drenched, Jamie. When they burst my water with Calvin, I just apologized nonstop because there was so much. Because I feel like my body was like, screw it, let's fill up this entire cavern. Like, we've been here, guys. We know what's going to happen. Just get huge. And so when she popped my water to try to get my labor to go a little bit better, it was just like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so. Can I help you with that? Can I help clean this? Like, it came out with so much pressure, like a shotgun. Jamie. Um, Oh, Melissa, that is a huge kid. Another 24 hours later, they just decided, yeah, Calvin was a C-section too. Oh, Mary, that's so funny. In a taxi by cop. Also, yes, also, I want to have a doula client that does not make it to the hospital and then I catch the baby in the car. I really want that. If I could catch a baby in call in the car, brilliant. I'm still trying to find that picture, you guys. Mhm. Lame. I can't find it. You guys will never know how beautiful I am. When I'm dead, it's gonna be the one that they put on my gravestone. I was a doula. I could doula right now. There's no regulating body, but I just don't have the I have the time a little bit more now that my kids can watch themselves. But yeah, I doulaed for a while. It was amazing. They bullied you at the hospital. Usually it's second time moms who get doulas because they're like, nope, hated it. And I don't want to do it again. So should you get one for your next C-section because frankly you have no desire to try VBAC? You know what? There is value to having a doula with you because your husband or partner or dude who knocked you up or the homeless guy that you brought with you to the hospital, whatever your situation is, I don't judge. I do judge, but I don't tell people while I'm doulaing them that I'm judging them because that's rude. Um, Husband can be with you when baby gets removed and can go with baby to the nursery to, like, watch all of that, and doula can come in and sit with you. I wish I had a doula sitting with me with mine because I am very medically anxious, and I was convinced I was dying. Um, because the doctors were, like, talking quietly amongst themselves, like, being very polite and professional, and I decided they were discussing how I was bleeding out. Um, no, I want another baby too, Lindsay. I want, like, 3 more babies. Um, so yeah, it's what's totally not an acceptable combo for guys? They know at least one man according to statistics. I don't know what you're saying, Ray, but it sounds like you're saying most guys know at least one woman, and that's very funny to me. Um, fertility doctor knocks you up with a pipette, then I think you should bring the doctor with you because he's the real baby daddy. No, I'm just kidding, babe. But bring your husband and then you can swish. So, for 6 hours, I do love that, Canada. I would have gone home immediately. You live with 3 moody women? It's kind of a nightmare scenario in this household right now. Um, oh, I would have died too, Jamie, so fast. Oh, you bled out. Oh my god, my love, babe. Um, yeah, I would never have made it past the twins. Sammy was butt in cervix so hard, nobody was coming out of me at all. We would have all died and that would have been fine. Um, a while ago when I lived in Oregon, I was just thinking about this morning. I was in a friend group of women, um, that, like, I was inadvertently in a friend group of women. They were great, but not my people. But 3 of us had twins, and we were at a farm of one of them who did not have twins. One of them who had a farm with sheep, and she was like, "Okay, the sheep have to give birth to twins for them to be like good breeder sheep, and they have to have twins in their first birth because if they have one baby and then the next season they have two, they'll neglect one baby to death because they're only used to one. And so they call them like if they see how many babies they have, and if it's just the one, that sheep gets slaughtered and then you breed a different sheep. And I was looking at the other twin moms and I was like, I'm the only one who would have survived that because your batches came after your singleton. Like, I'm the only one who survives by those rules. So if I was a breeding sheep, I would survive. So, not to brag, I would have made it. See, Melina, like having twins, it's hard. Cindy, having twins is hard, to be honest. Oh, I thought, Lindsay, I just said, which one is your favorite? And I was like, oh, Sammy. No, I'm just kidding. Thought we were still talking about my twins. Um, which states have I lived in and which was my favorite? North Dakota was my favorite. I have lived in order California, Pennsylvania, California for like a huge chunk. I graduated high school in California. Then I moved to South Carolina for basic training, Ca- back to California to learn Chinese, then to Texas to learn my actual job that I was supposed to do in the army. Went to Hawaii, briefly in Georgia. I don't really remember right before I deployed to Iraq, but it was like 3 months. So does it count? I don't know. Then I moved back. I was in Hawaii after Iraq, but then I moved back to California to be with Mark because we like had broken up, but I figured he would marry me. So moved to be with him. Then he and I moved to North Dakota. I lived in Minnesota for a few months while Mark was away at training. Then we lived in North Dakota. That one was my favorite. And then we moved to Oregon and now we're in Georgia. So only a year apart. So not twins after all. I mean, that seems kind of like it seems terrible to have them so close like that. You should dream you're walking around home with a double pram. So I was convinced I would have twins. A few years later, you got bumped up walking around your hometown with a double pram, but with the 2 kids. I had a double pram, but then had a baby wear Calvin because I didn't have a threefer. No, I didn't know Eric. Um, was he a Chinese linguist? So, ugh, I have a little bit of energy. It's almost okay, it's not almost. It's 3:30. I do need to do my outsword walk. Mongolian? No, I didn't. That wasn't what we did. Um, all 3 of my kids are red. Yeah. I got 3 for 3. I am gonna go for my outside walk for 45 minutes. Your son has red hair, Steve? That's cute. video in Chinese and put English captions. I don't think I can speak Chinese that well right now. I think I could understand it. It's easier to understand a language than it is to speak a language, and it's easier to speak a language than it is to read a language. I don't know if that last part was fact, but it is fact for me. Bye, Paulettes. Isn't it too humid? Yes, but I have to go outside and do a workout. What is my humidity? I'm still mad that you guys can't see my really good picture. Too tiny. Like my hair looks so good in it. Mhm. Weather. It's 83 right now, but it'll be 82 at 4 o'clock when I go. It feels like 84. Humidity is a secret. No one gets to know the humidity. Why don't why doesn't it tell me how humid it is? 69%. That's not terrible. The dew point is 71 degrees right now, which sucks because apparently the dew point is really the part that makes you feel miserable. The humidity is horrible right now because you guys have thunderstorms coming your way, I think. You are driving the cruise ship, Steve. I do believe I am backpacking you to the cruise ship. So it's still snowing in North Dakota. Holly, I hate that baby. 41 in Massachusetts. Your state is stupid. No, thank you. Okay, Kat, have a great one, sweetheart. I love you. Bye. Um, Stella, are you in You're in New Zealand. 49 in Central. It's so weird how hot it is here and how cold it still is for you guys. It's so weird. I do feel a little bit more energized. Thanks, guys. 90 in Lakeland, Florida. How close are we? Maybe I'll drive down and punch you in the face, Lindsay. Does that sound fun? Really? I didn't want to talk to you guys. I just wanted to look on my phone. So we are 4.5 hours apart. Bye, Five. I love you. It was Mandarin? Okay. Yeah, that's what I learned as well. I'm doing my squats, Steve. I saw the video of me in the gray pants. I'm doing squats aggressively. Um, I am being a time suck, Canada, but I really do like I just was asleep on my couch. I'm really glad I'm awake now. I can throw on clothes because honestly, if I went for my walk without clothes on, it would be a significant disaster in the HOA. Um, 80 in Kentucky. Yeah, you guys are gonna get smashed. I think Ryan Hall's probably live, I think, because it's so bad. I'm not watching it, but I saw. Thank you, Rave. It's making up for what my hair is doing right now. Also, my ears look really big. What if I did and then I don't move? I don't care. It's just you idiots. Like if it was the rest of the internet. It's crazy. I only had the 1 cup. It was amazing. I did such a good job. And I only have 2 in my room. New Jersey. Tips for sucking up to my HOA. Pantsless walks around the neighborhood. Um, do I have all the states? No, Lindsay, have you not been paying attention? It was a whole side quest. Oh no, you were late. You were late. And you have not done any of your groveling. And I doubt you curtsied when you came in. I bet you just walked in, looked me dead in the eye, and was like, you, and just sat down. No, hear ye, here's the Queen Elizabeth. Um, nope, I'm a dick. Are you my neighbor that I called a dick on uh the Facebook group, the neighborhood Facebook group? Because if you are, why were you being such a dick that day? Also, sorry. Um, Melina was late too. Gravehurst. Where's Gravehurst? Gravenhurst. Okay. What? What? The poop trash neighbor? Yeah. That one, she was so New Jersey's not gross. Well, it's called the Garden State because of all the bullshitty manure. Drunk driving her kid. Oh my god, that's crazy, Crystal. I wanna watch that. I love cop cam videos, especially when it's like, they're like, "I'm totally not drunk, officer," and then later they're like, "She blew a 42.7," and you're like, "Oh, yikes. How'd you not die?" Um, North of Toronto. Oh, Canada. Nobody cares about Canada. I care about Canada. I'm so going to, you guys, next year. Next year, I'm doing it. Um, I'm gonna do the East Coast side, and then maybe I'll do the West Coast side. Maybe I'll drive up to Alaska. Who swatted us instead of saying hi and welcome? Ellie, how sketchy do you look that you got swatted instead of a hello? Um, Arkansas just state police chases. Okay, I will. I am This I don't think is relevant, but it's in my brain now, Cindy, so brace yourself. I'm definitely gonna go see where Bonnie and Clyde were gunned down, and I'm, like, really into the Bonnie and Clyde story. Have you guys actually looked into it? Put a link to the Walmart pants on your cleaning video. You thought they were super cute. Yeah, they're $10 too. Please stop in Moscow so I can meet Potato. You stay in the RV. That's very funny. Um, what is not free? Steve, it's not free. Free healthcare in Canada. Oh, yeah, well, the taxes. Do I have that thing on your driver's license? Could you be less specific, Sue? Be more vague. Um, official police TV voiceover video. um, they do pits at 120. Oh my god. Okay, so the Bonnie and Clyde thing, like the thing is that they were terrible robbers, bank robbers. Okay, Steve, no, and it pisses me off. My husband does, but I don't have the veteran star. However, I do have a veteran's ID. Um, so the travel star thingy. Oh, yes, 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 babe, I do. Sue, I do. Um, do you guys just want to see the whole thing? But on the bottom of some, they can say veteran, which is what I thought we were talking about. I think this is the real ID, right? Doxed. Did it. I lied so aggressively about my weight on this too. It's so funny. Like you can look at my face and be like, ma'am, you are not 140 pounds. What are you saying? But I said it because they don't care. There's no scale in there. You can put whatever weight you want. They don't do anything about it. You can put whatever height you want. It's within reason. I might have told him I was 5'4". Nah, I told him I was 5'3". Um, passport card. Oh yeah, but I won't be able to get in because I have all of my pets and a gun. So ever watch Donut Operator? I don't think so. We just need your credit card and the security code. One of my cards, my most used ones, it's rubbed off the back entirely. So thankfully, I have it memorized. But if anybody accidentally got that debit card, they'd be like, "What are these numbers back here? What do they say?" That's funny, Ellie. It's not funny, but it is kind of funny that you did. You can have great muscle tone and be heavier. That's true. That's not actually what's actively happening inside my body, Sue, but it is true. Um, okay, I need to go for my walk. Except if you're Beth, respectfully speaking. Um, Stella, that'd be really funny. Be like, no, I just lost all of it. And now I am 130 pounds. Um, was that entertaining? Did you guys? Yeah, worth it. Worth it to be a part of this. Um, I need to go for a walk and fix my hair and pee, but I don't. If I was somebody who, "Hey, Riri, you're late. Girl, you are so late. You're an hour and 9 minutes." You come in here being like, "I love your videos." You would have been here earlier. You and Lindsay, walk the plank. Go away now. Shut up, Lisa. You go away now. Leslie, also coming in late. What is wrong with you from Alaska? I dropped something. Um, don't forget to leave your pants. I need I love that you've been busy, babe. I need what is happening? Why are you guys so late? Why are we late and hurting my feelings? You're terrible people. I don't need walk shaming. I just like no notification. I'm sorry, sweetie. Also, I was like, why not? Um, you'll be mad at me? Like I care. Okay. All right. I do need a walk and then maybe we're pregnant. Everybody has to pee on a stick. Steve, get a stick. You're peeing on it too. It'll be fine. You should know fat people don't wear corduroy because we'd start a fire walking fast. Yay, I'm glad, Candy. Also, why are you late? Listen, punctuality is important to me. Even though I don't announce when I'm going to go live and it's unpredictable and I have absolutely no schedule, and you guys probably have things in your lives, I don't care. Show up, just anticipate what I want, like J-Lo rules. Just guess when you think I'm hungry, make me a snack, no eye contact. Okay? I live my life with J-Lo vibes. Allie, don't hi Beth me. You're late. Everybody's so late. Um, I don't care about your time zones. Time zones aren't real. Just wait until I start crossing time zones and I have no idea what's happening. I'm so bad at time zones. Ellie, shut up. You've been here. You're not going on a walk. You're going outside to find content because I'm a YouTuber, right? We have to another person a few times. Good. I'm glad you're peeing on the stick, Steve. Tell us if you're knocked up or not. Um, somebody like continuously comments like get a housekeeper, get a housekeeper. I was like, okay, but what would I do for content? Like, what would I do? Nothing. Okay, everybody shut up. I am so sick of you. I don't love any of you. Yeah, like the stream. Film the housekeeper. So creepy. Then film my trial for where I'm filming the yes. And then Emily D. Baker will cover it. That's all I want. Okay, hold on. We can do this. We can do this, you guys. We can put on shoes. Fuck. I have to wear shoes. I have to wear socks with my shoes. That is 2 layers of things on my feet. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, shut up, Mary. I'm trying to leave. You guys keep pulling on my apron strings. All right, shut up. Okay, shut up. Hold on. Sandals, sandals, walking for 45 minutes in a Sue, okay, now I'm mad. I have to leave. I'm sick of all of you and I don't love any of you. Royal one never says anything except for enjoy your walk. What the hell? Okay, I guess stop being fun. Okay, I love you. I gotta go. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay, bye.